keys. So we're in the car, just watching YouTube and stuff as usual, different things that's going on, listen to what's going on. So something that's kind of trending right now is black people they got caught in Mexico, caught up in some guess a crossfire or between some rival gangs. They were there with a young lady that was going to get BBL in Mexico. So they ended up two of them got killed. One, the woman was kidnapped along with this other guy. I think he caught, got shot in the leg or something to that effect. This is a miracle he didn't die. He could die. He could bleed out from those wounds pretty quick too, like within minutes. But the title of this is called BBL's Really. And what I mean by that is like I'm not understanding. Like one, if you're going away to Mexico, I think that's South Carolina, something if I remember correctly, you're driving all the way to Mexico for a BBL. So in my opinion, that means you can't afford one in stateside. So shouldn't have no business even going. I heard they went there a few times, like she went there for other stuff. Given the age, I think she's older. I don't know, maybe in the 40. I don't know, because I heard it, but I didn't really dig into it because I didn't think I was going to do anything on it. But I just want to know, and y'all can comment if anybody can see this video, because I ain't like people watch my stuff yet. But anybody see this, and I may just pass it out. I don't understand. Like, I talked to my sister. She's older than me. I have an older sister. And I asked her, I said, have you ever heard of a guy say they want to see a woman in a BBL or any of that stuff? It's just like, why is women doing this? I said, I'm not understanding why they're going to get it. They look horrible. For one, it's one of the most dangerous procedures you can get. There's a friend of mine. I was at this place the other day, and she's a friend of mine, a doctor friend of mine. She was saying that to me. She's like, I don't understand, like, why the women's getting that so dangerous. And I said, yeah, it looks like they got a toolbox on their back. And so she was explaining why it looks like that, and went into it, and she was saying how dangerous it is. And I'm wondering, I know it can't be for guys, cause if a guy gonna smash or whatever he gonna do it whether he got a toolbox butt or not, because some guys just will. So, but I've never, no matter who I'm around, because I'm around different types of people because of consulting and classes that I do, I never heard nobody once say, well, I wish my woman go get a BBL or whatever. So I kind of established that they're not doing it for men, in my opinion. And they're doing it for themselves, which still don't even make any sense. Like, you make that makes you feel beautiful? Like, this one, people are risking their lives and dying and losing limbs and getting shot up by cartels and all this for a BBL. Why? Like, just go to the gym. It don't take much. You can do squats, lunges. I mean, there's all kinds of things. You can do that in your house, watch a TV. Just move the furniture out your way or something. If you ain't got no room, get a kettlebell, do some kettlebell swings and squats, and you can do that while you watch the TV. Like, just put it in the work. Because I'm telling you, where I'm from, all I see these women, like other races of women, because this is a black woman went down there, other races of women, they in the gym getting it in. I almost ready to start me a Brazilian butt gym, because that's all they always on these machines, the Smith machines, everything to build their hips and their butt. And it's working, and it looks natural. And so I just don't understand it. Like, why? Anybody want to comment on why? Like, ladies, if you went got it done, just why? Because I haven't took the time to look on YouTube or online or see why women is really doing it more and more, especially like black women and stuff. Like, why? Like, you already built like that naturally. Especially if you barely had to hit the gym and all you do is have to tone it up. But in my opinion, I just think it's just lazy. Why won't you get it naturally? You think somebody want to feel all that fake stuff? I mean, it's your own body fat or whatever, but it's just like, what the? Just no, like, quit being lazy or wherever it is going on. I just want to get the feedback, because that's the type of person I am. just what's driving this? What are you motivated? Especially at that age. Who are you trying to track with that? In your 40s and 50s or late 30s, who are you trying to track with that? I'm gonna tell you who you gonna track. Not a quality man, I know that. Not that's gonna be with you and stay with you. You always get a man. There's nothing to track this dude that'll just smash the thing. Them guys are easy. Those are not quality guys. Quality guys is not impressed with that. Because they already know your self esteem is low. And when a man is on his purpose and a man is, about his business and stuff, he don't have time for a woman's self esteem. Because for one, she gonna want all your attention and all the validation all the time. You ain't got time for that. You ain't got time. I ain't got, and I want to be looked at a female goddess or whatever's going on. Like, you crazy. Like, me and ain't got time for that. I knew I wouldn't have time for that. Like, I don't. I won't. My wife don't do that stuff. But it's like, yeah. It's just like, no, not with me. I ain't got time. I can't be in your face all the time and validating your box butt or whatever. And I can kind of, and I empathize with the struggle with that because my wife, we've been married for almost 25 years. And I could see her starting to struggle with, the age and things of that nature. And, because we had discussions about it. And I was just like, well, you get the gym more or whatever. Like, I'll help you, I'll train you, just, whatever. Just let me know. Or, I was just trying to be there to listen to her. But I already had her, she ain't talking about getting that stuff. But I already told her. I said, you do any of that stuff, like the Brazilian butt lifts and all that old crazy stuff. I was like, I ain't taking you nowhere with me. Like, plain and simple. All the crazy eyelashes, like disproportionately large. And, if they modest and it makes sense with the big old giant snuffleupagus deal and the big old, raptor claws and all, he's like, no, I would never. He's like, you came home like that, or you would never go nowhere with me like that, period. No, I'm not bringing you around my colleagues and co-workers and other folks. Like, you was not going with me like that. Like, period. And she was like, yeah, I know. It just, she ain't tripping about it. It wouldn't matter if she did, because it wouldn't happen. So, I was like, if you show up in your own car, after I said ain't taking you, come, I'll leave. Or do something like, no. Like, you're not going to look like a sideshow clown at events I'm at. And I know that's going to make some black women mad. I don't care how mad you get. But there's a uniform. When you're in certain crowds and that's a uniform. Like all that peacocking, that's what I call it. All that, some people call it a Magic City uniform. That works in certain areas because that's just, But in other cultures, that ain't going to fly. I don't matter black, white, Hispanic, and all that stuff. I remember I worked in the jail for quite some time. And I remember this attorney used to come in there. And she used to dress kind of, it was flirting the line. She was like professional, but at the same time, like she wore these heels and she was just skating and just barely, just like, it's just, you're not quite over the top, but you flirting with it. Like, that's what it was. And we, go to like, hey, you might want to watch that because you in the jail. Like, you coming in here and, I know, you got to be careful with that. Be careful. And so we're not trying to say anything. Well, we is. It's just like, yeah, just be careful. Like, because you flirting with a line that you almost seductive land. So finally, and I think more than one person talked to her about it and warned her about it. And so finally, I think they wouldn't allow her in anymore, or something happened, but I didn't see her, and I haven't seen her since. Actually, it's been years. But even though I don't work there, but I don't see her nowhere. Like, no, all throughout the system. So I'm like, maybe she went somewhere else, or whatever. But yeah, she was flirting with it, and it's like, you gotta be careful with that. Certain settings and stuff. That's for a club or, I don't know, something other than in the jail. So yeah, so looking at that, you have to really be careful. So if I'm in business attire, like if I'm working with executives and all that, yeah, I dress a certain way because there's a uniform to that. You just gotta know your audience and the culture of what you're going to. So when I was working in one company, I was on the floor. So I worked with the executives, but my job was to work with the people in the manufacturing place, like on the floor, whatever. So I dressed down, like to the point where it wasn't even business casual entirely all the time. So I have on some nice, good jeans, the company logo, like maybe a hoodie with a vest, like this winter vest thing, because if it's cold or. But I dressed down the tab. I wasn't sagging and all that old ball junk, but I just dressed down because I'm being on the floor. And then I might even work on the floor just to talk to them. So if I'm going to actually do the job, to talk to them, I got to dress accordingly, but I got to be presentable. But I changed. So I got different uniforms. So they ain't from here because that lane for a while. Watch it get over there. Anyway, so yeah, that's the thing. So I would know my audience and I'll dress accordingly. And what I noticed with black folks, we just hard headed when it comes to that. I should never be able to dress how I want it. People got to accept me for what I am. I'm like, what are you, Bob? Like, that ain't how the world works. You don't accept people how they dress. The same very people. You don't dress hood enough or whatever. You ain't gonna never reach the hood kids. And I would get that. You gotta dress street enough. Like, yeah, I ain't a teenager no more. Like, I'm not dressing like that. Not to reach no kids. They know I'm old. They know I'm like a adult. Like, why in the world? Why would they inspire to anything I'm doing if I'm dressing the same way a kid dresses? Like, that don't even make any sense to me. And those who do it, hey, if it's working for you, run it. I'm just talking about me. Like, I'm not doing it because I don't want you to dress like that as a grown man. I don't. It's necessary. It all depends on what your goals is. Because I'm trying to help somebody get to a place where they can make more money outside of entertainment and sports. Because anything outside of that, you might want to learn how to dress to be in different environments and know how to conduct yourself and have the social skills to do it. That's what I continuously see over and over and over, especially when it comes to young black men. They don't know how to carry it in a legit world a lot of times with corporate and stuff. And I ain't gonna lie, I struggle with it sometimes to this day at times. I'm still who I am, and if some of the old stuff kind of come out, especially how I talk, if I ain't careful. But usually, when I'm around them enough, certain people they won't even say anything because they just know me. But if it's brand new people, I'm really trying to watch it. And no, I don't do the white voice. I know some people think you do the white. No, I don't do that at all. So I'm still who I am. It's just a way you have to carry yourself. But yeah, actually, my sister said that. She's like, "You're the only person I know that don't do the white voice around white people." I ain't got to. Like, for what? But anyway, and I know I started this about BBLs and them people going down there, but I think it may be all tied together because I'm really just trying to figure out what are you after? What is your goal, women? We're going to get this stuff. Because if it's attention you're seeking, you getting it. It may not be the best attention because your butt is shaped like a Stanley toolbox. But it is attention. I mean, I guess some attention is better than no attention. But you ain't gonna get no attention from quality guys. That's not. I don't know. Ain't nothing wrong. Just get the old fashioned way. There's nothing wrong with trying to make yourself look a little bit more shapely, I guess. If that's your goal. I call it cosmetic lifting. Like, I even help guys with that. I've ain't done it myself. And what does that mean? It's like cosmetic lifting is when you target some areas of muscle and stuff you want to build. So with women, if it's your butt and your thighs and your legs and whatever, you do exercise to target that. And you just drill. You just do that. That's your workout. You can work the whole body, but you concentrate on some of those areas. So with my daughter, we was talking. She said she wanted like a tad bit, like she wanted more shoulder definition and back. And I was like, okay, she wanted, like a V type deal. And I understand why, because of how her, her thighs and stuff shape. So she would have like almost like a Coke bottle shape, so to speak, in an athletic way. And I said, yeah. So pretty soon when she come back, probably get to working on training her in that. But yeah, it's just I've done the same thing or do it sometimes. Sometimes I want to broaden my shoulders out, so I target the shoulders, my chest or biceps or just my leg. It all depends. It just then I call it cosmetic lifting because I want to have a certain silhouette or I want my clothes to fit a certain way or whatever the case may be. Or is a summer coming up or winter? It all depends. It literally all depends on what the goal is. And for me, I do this because it just goes. Because if I don't have any goals, I won't go to the gym. But yeah, you could just target stuff. So you want a nice shaped butt and all that kind of stuff. You just don't put in the work. Quit being lazy and just do it. So I don't know. That's about it. I just can't see. I just don't understand entirely. And I'm asking genuinely. I'm not asking like rhetorically. I really want to hear for women explain like what is why you doing this. Like I haven't heard it yet really. And I don't mean like I said. I don't want to hear. Well, I'm just doing it for me. Like what does that mean? Like what does it do for you? Like seriously, just I'm curious. I'm just curious. What does it? I know when I like right now I'm down in size. I'm like 220 right now. There's times I've been like 240, 250, and big, and you get a lot of compliments. On that matter of fact, people are like, man, you done got smaller or whatever. And I was like, yeah, it was cool to be that size, but it was some fat with that, so I about trimmed all that off. But I wasn't really working out as much when I was when I bulked up. So I done lost some muscle mass, but still, I'm still a good athletic build size, but 6'2", 220. So I'm still in good athletic shape and size. But when you get that that look and I still get compliment on my shape, but it was more so at that when I was bigger. So yeah, it do feel good. Women was groping me, which that wasn't cool. All right, my wife gonna end up throwing some hot fish grease in your face or something like messing with me. But yeah, so it do feel good. But I worked on it. I didn't go because they got injections for me, and I didn't go get a big old bicep injection and looking all weird. And I had trouble areas. My chest was one up, and so I would have to hit it real hard on the chest to make it to get some definition because that's one of my hard growth areas. But I mean, I just had to concentrate on it harder. And so another one is my calves. The same thing. I had to really hit calves really, really hard for that. So it all depends. And I don't know if it's people getting the fair stuff. It's just your genetics. It's your genetics. So yeah, just get the work done. Just do it. Work out, target those areas, and stop being so lazy. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I want to hear. I just want to know what it does for you. I know what it does for me. When I work out, I feel good. I feel great. The compliments feel good. My wife looking at me, look at, what I mean, and so I get it. Like I get that, I guess, but I just want to make sure that I want to hear from you ladies. Is that really why you're doing it? What does that mean when you say you do it for yourself? What are you really getting out of it? So, I don't know. That's about it. If I already close this out, but go to the car wash while I go check in on a couple things. But don't forget to trying to find a button. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Social keys. I have my sister stuff also on there. Our foundation, the Ray of Hope Foundation. So get them a plug. Actually, we don't have that channel on YouTube yet. It's coming. So when you come to my social keys and you see that logo, go ahead and subscribe to social keys, and then I'll update you when we're gonna move everything. What you call it, the Hope for the Heart station. Thank you for kicking it with me. I'm gonna get here and get some of that stuff done. We got a long day to go. Until next time, I'm out.